give another episode of Hear Me Out. Hear Me Out is an opinion-based podcast where we take topics, we give our opinions, you give yours in the comments, and we act like we care. Right. But today we got another controversial topic. Top 5 hood classics.
I like it. They're in there. These are some cool ones. I'm very excited about these ones, man.
Okay. Now, again, this is our opinions. You have yours. If your opinions are different than ours, let me know in the comments, and we might do a part 2 to try to appease to you, or we might not. Either way, it's going to happen. So I'm going to start it off.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Here we go.
Let me ask you a quick question. If you could only pick one movie that was about the West Coast, how many classics would you have? Out of the 5 movies that you picked, if you could only pick one that was made about the West Coast, how many would you have?
I got 2. I got 2 out of the West.
Oh, I'm saying, if you could only pick one West Coast hood classic, how many of the others? Like, how many? So you would have 3 movies that didn't have nothing to do with the West Coast.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, see, I say he's trying to pick. He started trying to start something. I ain't got nothing. We ain't gonna do that today.
I got you. Okay, bad. So you want to start? Are you gonna start with yours?
All right, man. My number 1 is Juice. Juice is a hood classic.
Okay.
So many lines, so much has came from the movie Juice. It had a powerful storyline. First and foremost, everybody grew up with a crew. If you didn't have a crew, you had a few friends. Y'all was either misfits or y'all was it. It just happened that way. It was a becoming story, like a wet rite of passage. You had one crazy friend. You had one friend who either was lazy. You had one friend who was all about the ladies. And you had one friend who would do nothing but eat. And then you had the wild boy who was he was whatever he needed to be when he needed to be it.
Right, yup.
So that's number 1 on my list. Juice.
Got you. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good one. I don't give a damn about Raheem.
Smoked him though. Smoked him. I know what? I ain't shit. When I decide you ain't shit, I was like, yo, Pac is wild. He had me believing he was that character.
Why did Tupac go so hard like that?
I didn't. He shot old man Quilez for no reason.
My nigga says, "What you gonna do, man? You gonna shoot me in the elevator?"
And he
Blot
at a
out.
party.
Come on.
At a party. So I just killed him, man. That was a different time period, man. That soundtrack was crazy.
Yeah.
But that's my number 1.
Damn, you said number 1. I don't know.
Again, we don't go in certain order, so I might say number 1.
Gotcha.
1 through 5.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I got one of my favorites. New Jack City.
Ooh,
I like New Jack City. New
Jack
City is my joint.
Living just enough. It dragged on forever. I'm like, God damn, nigga.
Oh man, like, cause they had mad niggas on that, bro. Ice-T was on that mug. Wesley Snipes, know what I mean? Nigga from the Proud Family, from the fucking Tyler Perry shows and shit. You know what I mean? My Brother's Keeper. I guess it was trying to like be, the Black Godfather or something like that.
I can see that.
Trying to show, because it was kind of like it was kind of like more of, I guess it was. I mean, it had that New Jack. Yeah, it has the name in the movie, New Jack City.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Nino Brown. I can't. Hey, one of the most iconic scenes. I kid you not. I don't care. In Black history, okay. When that nigga poured the champagne on that bitch and said, "I can buy another one," that's a goal in life for me. I don't care what nobody say.
I
That's
feel
a
it.
goal. That's a goal in life for me. If a bit, hey, look, hey, I love women, okay, and I'm a gentleman. I'll do anything for a woman, man. You know, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But get me to that point, okay? I'm gonna make it a goal for me to pour champagne on the bitch and tell the homie, cancel that. He canceled somebody.
Yeah, he did.
He was the first nigga that canceled someone before Twitter did any of it. I mean,
Point at it
that was the
directly.
hardest
Sit
shit.
your $5 ass down before I make change.
Oh, I make change. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Nino.
But there was some suspect lines in that movie as well. When Ice-T said, "Ooh, I want to shoot you so bad, my dick's hard." What?
Nah, man. Yeah. And did you see how my man's eyes was? Did you see how it was coming from a freaking dog's eye? He said, "I want to shoot you so bad." I was like, bro, are you okay? Are you okay?
I don't think they didn't go deep enough into his back history for him to have that kind of lines. I'm like, yo, what did he do to you?
Bruh. But we can't forget about Chris Rock, bro.
Oh,
We can't
Pookie.
forget about my man. Pookie.
Fucking
he was
Pookie.
his iconic character.
You damn right. I totally it just hit me. He was in that movie.
Yep. Come on, man.
Just keep calling me.
Keep calling me, man. You know
Damn.
what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying?
It just
a lot,
smacked me.
bro.
You know what I mean? Nah,
Yeah,
I'm trying.
yeah. So,
Okay.
that's one of my joints.
All right. That's a solid pick.
There's another movie that I'm going to compare New Jack City to, because for every Godfather, there's a Goodfellas, and for a New Jack City, there's another movie that I'm going to talk about.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to my second one on my list. Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, of course.
I gave
You know what
Ice
I mean?
Cube his acting chops. Yeah, I mean, Doe Beasy. I was like, okay. I mean, clearly Ricky wasn't about that life.
No.
Ricky had his whole future ahead of him. And again, these movies only talk and speak to me because of where I came from and all I lived through. I knew cats like that who had these struggles. And yet they wanted to be something better. But everything, your environment made you be worse than what you had to be. Doughboy did not want to be a killer.
Facts.
You could tell. He's wanted to chill.
Facts.
But everything around him made him step up.
But it's even worse. It's even worse too, because it's like the shit is real, because you'll have niggas shoot. It's even like that. And I've been in suburbia all my life, but it's still the same. Like when you go to high school or you go to college, you go to reunions, you see the homies back. You're like, oh, what's going on, man? How you been? I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like, hey, have you seen such and such? Nah, man, nigga gone, bro. Damn, you know about others? Went to jail, bro. And all that. So like that shit is real, bro. And like at the end of it, bro, like, man, like it was a very impactful joint, man. Like I never ever want to get to a point where I have to hold a dead nigga in my, like, have to see they moms have to deal with that shit, man. Listen,
That's a grief you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, man.
no, and the crazy part is, like, they still doing that shit out there now.
Every day.
Every day, bro.
Literally.
I wouldn't know how to live like that in like Oakland or Compton or whatever, man. Like,
Literally
nigga,
2 months ago, buried my cousin, who wasn't out here in the streets.
yeah,
Got murder executional style in his bed. He wasn't like that.
for no reason. Like niggas is wild, bro. Niggas is wild. Like it's a great. It reminds you, man. Like shit's a crazy place, man. Niggas, and especially for like niggas will do the worst for less, and you have no clue why, bro.
At all.
So, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just right person, right time. Wrong
yeah.
time, technically. Shit.
Yep.
Wicked.
But I'll tell you on a lighter note. I think Ice Cube made one of his most iconic and respected lines in this movie that goes down for generations, which was "Shut up, bitch," and
Here I'm thinking about some philosophical shit like what they don't know, don't show. No, you get shut up, bitch.
listen, bro. I mean, sometimes you just gotta tell them. You know what I mean?
You a
know,
wild
got a
boy,
problem?
man. You a
You
wild
got
boy.
a problem, nigga? You know what I mean?
He just want to shoot somebody. He had his shirt all up and shit. I'm like,
Yeah, man, we got a problem. Do we? Nah, that's the wrong movie. But you know what I'm saying?
but you know it was
But,
iconic.
you know.
The simple fact that it got parodied.
Yeah.
That shows you right then and there.
Right. But yeah, man, Boys in the Hood, man, it's very, 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 very dope. I think it's funny too because like, if you notice, like, because that was a John Singleton joint, right?
Yes, sir.
That was a John Singleton joint. Like, you can almost say that like his successor is it's like Snowfall.
Yeah.
Because a lot of John Singleton movies like are based off L.A. and everything like that, and it's almost like you can almost say they're like in the same universe, and just in different time frames and stuff like that. So I can see a lot of similarities between Snowfall and like Boys in the Hood and like some other John Singleton joints too, man. So great movie.
Fair enough. Shit, I wouldn't. Growing up, I wanted my dad to be Furious Styles. That nigga was
Man.
different.
Man,
Furious was different.
Absolutely. Everything about that movie was really dope, man.
Put down the gun, Trey.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
Doe.
man.
Hey, Doe, let me out. he knew he wasn't about that.
Man, you know what I mean? So, fantastic movie, man.
Right.
Hopefully we don't need any movies like that anymore.
We don't.
Hopefully one day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I got to do a number 2, huh? I was going to say, like I said earlier, I had New Jack City, and I felt like New Jack City was trying to be like a Godfather of sorts. Just how, you know, it had that New Jack City swing, and you had gangsters wearing suits and all of that other jazz, right? So I always said like for every Godfather that romanticizes that life, you have a Goodfellas that shows the real and raw. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So for my second one, I said New Jack City. For the first one, I said New Jack City. For the second one, I'm going to say Paid in Full.
Paid in full.
Paid in Full. You know, niggas die every day, B. You know what I mean?
Tough, right? Man, please start that. Nigga shot every day, B.
Yeah, because it showed, because for example, New Jack City kind of showed Nino Brown is like, you know, doing his thing, had his projects, had his people working. You see him, he was the mastermind. He was, you know, he was the top don. He was that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
No pun. And but Paid in Full kind of shows. It's almost like a Goodfellas where it shows everybody, you know, Mitch going from like the ground up. You know what I'm saying? And the homies coming up, like from the day he was like from like just a kid in the projects, you know, selling that work and then getting up and seeing that whole lifestyle. And it's not not as easy as you think it is.
Hell no.
Niggas gonna betray you. You're gonna have niggas that's gonna come and try and do this and do that. And it's it shows it shows the whole. If I could compare it to any other movie, I would compare it to Scarface, because, like I said, it just shows that I'm not going to call it the hero's journey because these niggas obviously aren't heroes. I mean, they're heroes to some people in some standpoint. You know, does it make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
nobody's a villain in their story.
right. So it's kind. I can compare it to Scarface because it goes from like started from the bottom, and then you get here, and you get to this position, and it kind of it shows that it shows it's another American Dream movie. You know,
Yeah,
it's another American Dream movie, and I think it's ironic how the American Dream mostly is shit you're not supposed to do to get to where you're supposed to be.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's an American Dream joint, New York projects, had to do what you had to do, and niggas was getting paid. Niggas was making that money, and it is shit like that. You have your, like I said, your Godfathers, your Goodfellas, your Paid in Fullers, your New Jack Cities, your Scarfaces, your Cuban Links, your Illmatics, your Reasonable Doubts. They always talk about this American dream and how you supposed to and how you come up. You're in this box, in this society. Dare I say, the man put you in this box systematically to where you can't get out. You have no way of survival. You can't get a good job. Hell no, the bank ain't gonna give you no credit so you can actually do something, maybe start a business or whatnot. So you got a bunch of these niggas that's in the projects, you know, low income housing. Niggas is poor. Niggas is trying to get a way out. Niggas don't want to be in this life no more. You know what I mean? So niggas hustle, do what they gotta do, and then what comes with that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think and the message with that and everything them niggas went through, I think is really. I mean, it shows that you can do. Not only that you can do anything you want to and apply it, even maybe if it's the worst way possible, but you can apply that energy in the best way possible as well. It shows you what you can do and it shows you what not to do. It shows you about business. It shows you about friendship. It shows you about relationship and how to manage them and who to be with. It shows you about discernment, all that type of jazz. So, I mean, I really enjoy Paid in Full. It even shows you, man, you know, I love the game. I love the hustle. You know what I'm saying?
There's different kind of hustlers.
It just shows, yeah, it shows you that it's funny because even though it shows niggas out here like pushing weight and selling drugs and stuff. It shows you that it's a contradiction, and a lot of these movies show you how much. And these movies depict real life, and it shows people that nah, nigga, we're trying to get out there. And then you notice once we do get out there and get to a point where we can make shit legit, we go off. Look at 50 Cent, look at Jay, look at Dr. Dre, look at like all these cats that's in like our culture doing what they're doing when they was freaking doing shit on the stove and everything. They went from the stove, Jay went from the stove to freaking Hennessy and Rockaware. P. Diddy, like he's got like, you know, these cats are like multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires, you know what I'm saying? So it's a possible thing. So Paid in Full is for me it's a really dope movie because it's one of those American dream joints that I really enjoy. So that's me for my second joint.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I talk too much.
No, you good. In the room, going into depth. Yeah. Give people something to talk about. Yeah. All right. Well, for my number 3, because I agree with you, Paid in Full is a hood certified hood classic. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I know the dude. I know my friend E. He from New York. He from Harlem. He know AZ. Well, he knew AZ.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Down.
All right, my number 3, Menace to Society.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Straight up menace. Old Dog. Mm-hmm. That's the difference between. There's a difference between Old Dog, and there's a difference between Doughboy. Again, Doughboy didn't want to be where he was at. He wanted more too, but he was trying to chill. Old Dog loved that shit. He loved the game. He loved the hustle. He let him be out here shooting his gun, just busting for no reason, young and wild.
Right.
Kane wasn't like that. Kane was a kid in the middle of 2 parents who was junkies, And I'm not talking down on nobody because everybody came from different backgrounds.
Right.
But Kane was surrounded by death his whole life. Think about it.
Yeah.
His cousin, they pull up in a whip. His cousin gets smoked right next to him.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's happened.
Yeah.
Shit, I was 16 years old up in Detroit. My man's got smoked next to me in the whip. Shot the whip up. Old boy standing over me. His start to jam. It happens.
Damn.
All over a female because he's messing with somebody's girl. We from out of town, so we don't know.
Right.
But I mean, my man's gone.
Yeah, man.
It's like that. And then you have some old heads like Percy,
Right.
who try to be in your ear, keep it going, egging you on to do this stupid shit.
Yeah, man. I don't get all of that, bro. It's crazy.
That's why I never believe the stigma where they say old people for wisdom, because not everybody who lived a long time is wise.
Yeah, you got a lot of dumb old niggas, man.
I don't know how they made it this long.
By being cowards, that's why.
Had to be.
You got a lot of dumb old niggas that will tell you a whole bunch of crazy. That's why they all up in your ear, because they can't do the shit.
Not a damn thing. They are
Right.
stuck where they at.
Yeah.
It's nothing worse than an old fool.
Yeah. Right. Tell you a whole bunch of stupid shit. All right.
That's my number 3. Menace to Society. I ain't got to go in too deep to it. Y'all know what it is, what it is.
Yeah. Well, my number 3, I'm going to hit you with another West Coast, but we're going to get into a little bit of a lighter note. It's going to be everybody's favorite movie that comes on USA, BET, MTV every other week. We're going to talk about Friday.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I think I can remember almost every daggone line in that movie.
You got to.
I love that movie. That's a definite hood classic. That's like.
What's your favorite one though?
Now see, that's a first off, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. I will fight niggas on this, okay? Nigga, I study film. I study shit. I study everything. I do not like Friday After Next.
Me neither. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I do not like Friday After Next. Yeah, okay, I always compare. Okay, you got Friday and next Friday. Me, Friday's the number one for me. Like how we say, like Friday for me is like 1A, next Friday is 1B. Because they're like two different types of funny, right? Friday After Next is slip on a banana peel funny.
Yep.
And that's the funny I hate the most. I do not like slip on, like, niggas don't kill me. Like, I don't like a lot of Wayans movies because I think they're slipping on a banana peel funny.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying.
We just got
I'm just
canceled.
saying. I'm just saying. That's just me. Because they them niggas do obvious ass funny. You see that right there? Like, it's predictable funny. I don't like that type of funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, the thoughts of Von Doom have nothing to do reflect upon.
Now see, like I like white chicks. White chicks is cool.
White chicks is my shit.
Drinking juice in the hood is cool. Don't talk to me about scary movies because niggas it's not gonna like me. But
Scary movie 1 and 2.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That was the Wayans though. If you know the backstory, it got stolen from them.
Oh yeah, I mean you're right. We'll give those a pass.
I'll move on.
But the new Marlon movies are kind of funny though. I ain't gonna hold you up. Like that nigga's hilarious. He's stupid. Like the new Netflix movies that we have. But anyway, that's beside the point. I like Friday After Next to me feels like those straight to DVD black comedies. You know, I don't like them. Friday is like, to me, is like peak comedy. It's like being funny. It's like, it's just niggas talking the shit and being funny. It's just like you or me or the homies just chilling out with each other and just roasting niggas. It's funny.
It was a
It's
day
just
in the.
funny.
It was a real day in the hood.
It was a real day in the hood. That's what makes it funny.
I just
How do
cannot
you
fathom my family let me get shot at for $200. Ain't nobody got me.
Yeah.
Big Worm was beefing over 200. There is not enough principals in the world. I don't care what school district you
Yo,
live in. There's
I
not
put on
enough principals.
I put on Facebook a long ass time ago, and I said I find it so hard to believe. How was it? How was it so impossible for Smokey to not get that extra $100? Everybody was trying to get some green back in the day, man. Niggas still do now. Nigga, you can get an A for $40. Dude, that's half the battle. How you make you so hard? Even if you are smoking on your own supply.
That's why that.
Ain't nobody come.
On that
Nobody coming
aspect,
to
I
get
was
some
not mad at Big Worm. You're not applying yourself, Smokey. That's why I'm like, he's not.
No, he ain't. But that's the thing though. You ain't got niggas hitting you up. You ain't got niggas on the pager trying to come through or do something.
You see, he
Like,
did.
know,
Hector pulled up. He was like, man, fuck Hector. No, nigga, go get that money.
That's crazy. Like how you get threatened to get shot and still sit on the porch all day until niggas shoot you? Then you get active.
You wanna go in the house? Oh, you scared now.
Yeah. Fuck you that one, I'll get that one. You know what I'm saying? Even that shit was funny, bro. Like, bro, that whole movie, everything about that movie is just like, it's just like naturally funny as hell, bro. Like,
It wasn't forced.
Everything about it, not only like it was like I said, like we say, it's not funny because like it's just jokes. It's funny because it's like niggas do that shit every day.
It is the hood.
It's hilarious. It's the hood, bro. It's funny.
It's my bike, punk.
Bro.
You want some, old man? No.
No. Bro. Oh, you know what,
He
man?
left him on stuck. Get your ass up in his car, messing with these nice people. I'm like, yo.
That's my grandmama said, man. This nigga, look, he gonna cry in the car? Bro, that's one of my favorite.
Bro, his
lines
arms
ever.
took me out.
Bro, I'm telling you. Hey, this nigga said, hey, my heart beating. Nigga, that's what it's supposed to do.
This is the weed, man. Chill out. I feel like smoking with you.
Yeah. And then, you know, white people got a hold of Friday and started talking about Bye Felicia and shit. You know.
They ruined it, man.
I mean, I love my Caucasus people, but you know, sometimes y'all just gotta chill.
Let us be. Let us free.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like that I would think that has to be like a top two, not two hood classic, because out of all the classics, that shit still comes on today, like all the time for
Facts.
no reason. Like, and they have marathons. They got Friday for next Friday, Friday after next. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
Like-
that I have ever met in my life has either owned Friday at one point in time or is planning on buying another copy of it.
Facts. Anytime that shit is on, I'm watching it. Even Friday after next, as much as I don't care for it, I will watch Friday. I would be doing some work. I'd just be flipping channels and Friday's on.
You gotta stop.
Clark, I'm stopping.
You have to.
Listen. Like I said, Fridays is top for me, but like next Friday's right there too. Like it was kind of tough because, bro, I don't care what nobody said. The Pinky scene with him and Ice Cube, bro, that's the funniest shit in the world.
Who sent you, nigga?
Oh my god, we ain't got no good. But where the weed at? Oh my god, when that nigga slips on the CDs. Oh, bro, I fall out.
Day-Day, this your cousin? Yeah, it's my cousin. Well, you fired. You fired too, Roach. What you fired me for, Pinky?
That's the funniest shit in the world, bro. But yeah, man, hood classic number 1 or number 3 for me it's gotta be Friday. If I could put like a 3.5, I would put Friday with next Friday, like chilling with it. But I'ma just do the first Friday for number 3.
I can respect that. I just wish Mike Epps wasn't in it. I don't find Mike Epps funny. But we're going number 4. Number 4, we're going. I don't.
He like an old nigga funny.
He was funny in All About the Benjamins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find Mike Epps funny. Maybe it's because I was waiting for Smokey. I'm waiting for
Bro, it's a rap. Bro, he done found the Lord. He found the Lord.
I can't tell. He's doing Rush Hour 5 with Jackie Chan.
Maybe listen. If I was a A-list actor and I found Jesus, I think the last thing I want to be known for is a bad drug dealer.
But you gotta understand. You don't have to play the full role, right? You can be a phone cameo. Hey man, I'm gonna send my son down there, and then boom, Smokey Jr.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If that nigga, if like you said, a phone call just to hear your voice in a movie would be enough for me. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. That's just how he does it. He doesn't want to, because man, you got a lot of niggas, you got a lot of actors that are known for one role and one role only. You got a lot of those cats. Chris Tucker, he done had a lot of dope ass movies. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey, a lot of niggas will hit you with that Smokey.
I guarantee they hit his ass with that Fifth Element 2. He'll take it, dressed as that train.
Yeah, chill out.
he was dressed in some different
that character.
As a character. I mean, he'll take that money.
I mean, yeah. Hey man, that's impressive.
I'm just saying, stand on your principles. Stand on your principles for real.
But at the same time, bro, listen. Like, I don't even know if you want to do another Friday without John Witherspoon.
Facts.
Nigga, Tiny dead.
But that gives you a storyline. Pop's funeral.
Wow, that would kind of be something crazy to do. I don't even know. Damn, nigga, man, I don't want to see.
You got Debo. I came to pay my respects.
Oh, nigga, Debo dead.
Debo dead too. Now I think about it. Damn.
Yeah, Debo dead. He gone too. Like I said, freaking John Witherspoon dead. Debo dead. Ezel's dead. Who else is dead?
Shit.
I think the one nigga dead. No, he dead too.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of them niggas is gone, bruh.
Damn.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be hard to do another Friday, bruh.
Yeah, because you ain't getting what's the name back either. Tupac.
Oh, what's that big ass nigga's name?
Right.
But why? What's wrong? What's up with him?
He out here getting sexually molested by producers and shit. So he ain't gonna be. And another reason why I know Chris Tucker, I'm not mad at Chris Tucker, is because everybody had the joke for years that they only got paid in weed. So
nah, he said he got paid like $5,000-$6,000 for that movie.
Yeah, that's not enough for a Friday.
Yeah.
No.
But at the same time, I would think like, okay, for example, you would have. Let's say, okay, Star Wars. Everybody thought Star Wars was going to be a flop.
That's true.
Everybody thought Star Wars was going to be a flop, and then you see what Star Wars has become. I'm like, so you mean to tell me after like Friday? I understand that, but then you don't even want to do it next, like, bro, like I said, I understand when it comes to his like morals and all that, but at the same time, it's like, bro. We was just starting off. Q Vision was just starting off, and now they probably got funding to pay niggas and stuff like that. I think it would be taken care of. But like because George Lucas Star Wars is $1 billion franchise. Oh, same thing like with the Godfather. They thought Godfather was going to flop. They didn't even want my nigga Al Pacino to be Michael Corleone.
Man, there were so many protests. Not protests, but
No, there were protests.
They got ran up on by.
Talking about for the Godfather.
Yeah, making that movie, they got
was
ran up on. I read a podcast I was listening to how the mafia used to actually come and visit them. Like
the Italians actually went up to Puccio. I think that was the director's name, or was that the author of the book? I can't remember. But they went to the director and they said, dude, first of all, if you're gonna make this movie, don't mention the word mafia.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't hear the word mafia in The Godfather, because they only talk about the family business. The family business. You know the scene where Michael went to go christen his goddaughter.
Yeah.
Baptize his goddaughter. That scene, there was a real assassination attempt by the mafia to, what's his name? I forgot his name, but he was a head of like the Italian equality something in New York or whatever.
Oh shit!
Because he was doing too much talking about this movie and about the mafia in public, so they whacked that nigga the day they were making that scene. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. All those newspapers that you see in, I think it was after that scene, or was it in The Godfather 2? There's a scene like those like all those newspaper. Oh, speaking of which, the newspaper scene. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The newspaper scene, coincidentally, was a scene done by George Lucas, right? So yeah, he did that scene with all the newspapers. Like those are real niggas. Those is real mafia niggas. Like
shit!
Real newspaper articles and shit. Yeah. So I say that to say it's funny because you got all these movies that people think are going to flop or people think are going to do no good. Where they become the most iconic franchised franchises that you see. So I'm like, yo, Chris, bro, I'm pretty sure they're gonna pay you mad money to do this. But like, you know, like I said, if I was a man of God, the last thing I want to be known for is a half-ass drug dealer that gets high off his own supply.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it's on me. Number 4, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, my number 4 happens to be one of the best movies. So one of the late greats, Belly. It made absolutely no sense. The plot line, because I don't understand where the Reverend came in at the very end of the movie, being a big target from the police. It got convoluted really fast. But the shotgun scene in the bar, where he just with Method Man, that nigga Rico, I don't like that shit. That's crazy. It was before its time.
Yeah, that's usually how it works, man. But you know, when you have a lot of rappers and a lot of movies, a lot of things don't tend to make sense. I don't know why, but that's
fair. That's fair,
usually how it works, man.
DMX was wild in that movie. Like,
wow, man.
You getting your meat topped off by your young chick. No, I'm 16. I'm like, yo, hey, yo.
Yeah, man, that nigga was R. Kelly in it, bro.
I mean, back in that time, see, we throw shots at R. Kelly, but back in that time, she was with DMX too. She was also with Jay-Z.
You kind of not lying. You kind of not lying.
But nobody talks about that.
Because it's like, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe DMX and Jay-Z repented. I don't know. There's one thing when you out here, and there's another thing where, like, maybe you was out here wilding, and then you was like, let me chill. There's another thing where you wilding habitually. You know? Like, that, like Charlie Murphy said, R. Kelly, that nigga was a habitual line stepper, my guy. That nigga was habitually trying to get on some teenagers. Like, the older they got, the older he got, the younger they get. I don't know what that was about. Yeah. Come on, you saw the interview.
He was a wild boy. He was a wild boy.
Yeah.
What you mean? How old are these young women? I'm like, wait, what? The answer is never. No.
When you say teenagers, how we talk about? I'm like, nigga, none. What are you talking about?
There is no right question to this. Yeah. Robert?
Right.
Yeah, Robert a wild boy.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like all the rappers be, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of rappers that be doing some foul shit that we don't know about. But,
Oh yeah, people in general.
Yeah.
You gotta understand. The rules are only made for certain people.
Of course, yeah.
And then once you are no longer a part of that certain people, the rules apply to you too.
Facts. That's how it goes.
That's what it is. I mean, Nas, he played a dope part of that. You had T-Boz in there, star-stunning cast. Meth, shit, Kane.
All of it.
It was like I said, I loved it and all that. It was, to me, it was part of my childhood.
Yeah.
And you got Leonard, the Jamaican, bah. My people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They he went out like a G. She came from the ceiling though on some other shit.
I bet.
But shit.
Yeah, man.
Belly, that's on my list.
No doubt. I guess I got a 4. I don't know if it's too soon. I wouldn't say too soon. Too recent to be a hood classic. I don't know. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Maybe for me.
You better not say no fucking baby boy.
No.
You better.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No. I've hit my West Coast movie limit. I am actually going to say Training Day. I'm actually going to say that's a peculiar one, but
I like it.
yeah, that's a peculiar one, but it was either between Training Day or Four Brothers, and I decided on contrary to belief, niggas love Mark Wahlberg. Can't nobody.
Oh, niggas fucking Marky Mark.
Marky Mark is my nigga, bro. I was rocking with that nigga when he was rapping, bro. Marky Mark is my nigga, man.
Oh yeah.
Four Brothers is definitely a classic. At least in my eyes. I don't know about anybody else, but in my eyes,
it's definitely a classic.
I do want to say Training Day because, like, bro, not only is it just like just a great ass movie. Like Denzel did a phenomenal job at acting, bro. As that dirty ass, crooked ass cop, bro. Come on, man. Then you already know you gonna do the shit to me, man.
I'll have you playing basketball and ball and get banged. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Man, it's even the little things though. Like my favorite part when he cuts himself off and just like, you gonna do this shit, Jay? You gonna do this shit to me, Jay? That shit was godlike, bro.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it might not necessarily be like your typical hood classic, but I don't think there's a nigga alive that will tell you that Training Day ain't one of the like top movies. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the eye of the beholder. That's what I'm saying. This is your opinion. This is your list.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. Training Day is a hood classic.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. I think it's that whole man. Like, there's a bunch. To be honest, there's a bunch of them that I think could be hood classics. But I'm just I think the ones that I really enjoy, that I think like I just can see like in the pantheon of like hood niggadom, I can see Training Day being one of them. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
So that's me for number 4.
Okay. Well, my final one, go number 5. On a lighter note, I was debating this one with a few others. I'm gonna have to say Poetic Justice.
Oh, Poetic Justice.
Justice.
Okay. No, that's a hood classic.
Poetic Justice. That's another BET classic.
You said a BET classic.
I don't understand why her poetry game was so tough, throughout the whole movie, and then it just went away.
Huh?
Um,
Wow. That's funny.
you want to smell my punani? And her friend came with the stank breath. I'm like, so what is you saying to him? It's bad?
Bro.
Am I getting missed messages?
Man, I think that's like, bro, Tupac was like crazy, man.
He was on a tear.
Crazy. Yeah, man. He was. You know what? I always ask myself, like, if Tupac were still alive, would he be like still rapping, or would he did the Will Smith thing? You know?
I think he would have went the Will Smith route.
You know? I think he would have. That's what I personally think. I think he would have went more into acting. Like, and as much of a brilliant mind as he was, like he even had, like the duality of Tupac too. I think he would have been like really impactful as a movie, as an actor.
Oh yeah, there wouldn't be no August Alsina. I mean, there wouldn't have been no incident because I think he would have been with Jada. No shade.
You think so? Oh, of course.
No shade.
Of course.
Because he would have had no choice.
Yes, that bitch snore his name in her sleep right now.
He would have had no choice.
Oh, Machiavelli. That's what she did.
Thug life tatted on my chest.
Yeah, I bet she got thug like on her stomach somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Hidden. I bet she got a couple more. Look, when Tupac birthday come, watch Twitter gonna blow up because we know
She's somewhere.
something's finna happen.
Oh yeah, somewhere trying to summon the spirit, doing smoke signals and shit in the desert. But no, it's just like I made a T-shirt somewhere around here of Chicago and her friend, and I put on there toxic because they was a toxic ass couple. She was an alcoholic. He working out thinking he the shit.
Yeah.
They got the fighting and tussling. Tupac didn't get involved until he put his hands on Janet. Janet. As soon as he put his hands on Janet, he pushing him. I'm like, he got stuck. I'm like, oh no, this is going bad. Beginning of the movie, he almost got dealt with until old boy came in there. Tone Loc came in and helped him.
Right. Yep.
He holding his daughter. Hey, I got you, cuz. Don't worry about that, man. I'm trying to. He didn't care about the baby. He had the work pipe was in the kid's candy. I'm like, what kind of environment you got your child living in?
Yeah, man, that shit was wild, bro. So how do you think that is a do you? I was going to ask because you know how niggas be trying to model their relationship off of like fictional movies and stories and shit. Have you ever seen niggas model their relationship off of Poetic Justice before?
I believe in the 90s it was a thing.
You know, but in real life, that shit kind of toxic.
It was a learned behavior. Everybody learned. That's the sick part about it is I heard this before. Majority of our kinks and the way that we love and date is from our parents, which is I'm a nasty nigga when I did what I did back in the day. So thinking that came from my parents, I'm like, oh yeah, you was wild. I didn't want to think about that, but yeah. that's what the saying is. You learn your kinks and all that. It's generational, like it's passed down. Like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. You should have said that, nigga, because now I'm thinking about it.
If I gotta know, you do too.
Because, man, like, nigga, I mean, you know, I don't give a damn what my parents be doing now, but don't think that, damn, nigga. No, you know.
Hey, this is the platform for it. If I gotta know, you do too.
Is that where I got it from? I like white girls looking up, calling me master. Is that where I got it from?
This is a wild boy. Not the Kunta treatment. You never go full Kunta.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. That's why I like telling girls to say sorry for slavery. You know, that why I like it.
This is wild.
Man.
My niggas getting reparations in the bedroom.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
You want this 40 acres? How about this mule?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Nah, but I really do feel like majority of the relationships are based off of movies. Because you gotta think about it. You see a movie it all you see girls saying goals, 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 online relationships, goals, but you don't know what's going on behind the closed doors.
I think it's funny how, like for example, a lot of girls champion Beyonce for her single lady anthems when she's been married for like a decade, and then they just like, oh, single ladies, oh,
Hmm.
while she has a husband and children. All right,
Living happily.
you
You keep
living
your single.
happily.
You keep your single,
Well,
independent ass.
yeah. I mean, you know, they had to filter out some kinks, but you know.
Right.
But
Lemonade wasn't tasting right.
yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure Hove don't like going in elevators now.
Right. I was telling people for I was telling people for a long time. Like I was on my I was actually on my honeymoon, and they were saying stuff like a comedian was on stage, and he's like, "Now, ladies, would y'all forgive y'all man for cheating? Beyonce did, and if Beyonce's the top tier, then y'all can't be better than her." I was like, "Oh, shit."
Well, hey, I'll tell you that goes into some red pill shit that I don't know.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope.
But yeah, man, poetic justice, we there.
All right, it's on you, bro.
All right. Well, I had I had a number. I had a last one, but then I started thinking because, like I said, there's like so many good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, you picked out of the two that I have,
All right.
and I didn't want to not have this hood classics without a Spike Lee movie.
I respect that.
Yeah. So pick one out of the two. Do the Right Thing or Malcolm X.
Do the right thing.
Okay. That was going to be my definite pick. Do the Right Thing. I think that's probably one of like the top like hood
Yeah,
classics.
Malcolm X was more. It meant more than just a hood classic. I wouldn't consider it a hood classic. It meant too much.
Either that or He Got Game, maybe.
Yeah,
You know.
that's a
But,
different topic for a different
yeah.
day, though. We'll get back to that. Believe me.
Yeah, but yeah, Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing is definitely a hood classic, man. Like it kind of sort of like I like the whole dynamic with you got like the blacks and the Italians and all that other stuff and people trying to like coexist and because it was that's how it was. I mean, I never lived in New York, but like I've seen a lot, and then did a lot of studies and watched a lot of things about like how it's like just hard coexisting with niggas, man. Like it's crazy how it is so crazy to me because it always occurred to me because like we all came from somewhere different.
Oh yeah.
It's funny how niggas have the nerve to be judgy, but nigga, this ain't your place neither. Nigga, in fact, we was here before y'all. You know what I'm talking about? If that's the case, shoot, we need to be calling y'all meatballs and guidos and shit and all that other jazz. You know what I mean? But like, you already know, like Spike Lee, he's a staple in like, like I said, the pantheon of niggerdom. So, I think the movie was. I don't think anybody. I don't know who does his scores, but I don't think you ever hear like movies with like musical scores like I never really hear like like he has a musical score, but it sounds really. It has like. It's like black. It's really black.
Oh yeah.
It's just. I had like his music sounds very like. It's very velvet, if I can even describe it. It's like jazz Velvet Orchestra. I don't know,
rich.
but
Yeah.
it's very signature, and it has that it has that black motherland feeling or whatnot. But I don't know. I'm getting too deep into it. But yeah, yeah. The all types of acting. Um, man, I can't remember that. I can never remember that nigga's name.
Who, Mookie?
Broham.
Mookie?
Broham with the glasses. Stepped on my shoes.
Fuck.
He's Gus from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that nigga was Mexican. He sure as hell didn't look like
He
he
don't.
do the right thing.
No, he don't.
That nigga has range, bro. That nigga's got hella range. You know what I'm saying? But
Definitely.
that was yeah, but that's most certainly a hood classic. I think Do the Right Thing is gonna be one of those hood classics. I think it's in those, it's because like you have those eras. Because I think, okay, for example, like for John Singleton for the West Coast is like
Spike Lee for the
damn, I
East.
forgot. Huh?
Spike Lee for the East.
Spike Lee for the East. I forgot that nigga's name. I was about to say Wesley Snipes. What the fuck? But yeah.
I agree.
So so John Singleton for the West is like Spike Lee for the East. And to me, like, you have your like you like you can tell his whole, like, it's kind of like you have your Do the Right Things, your White Man Can't Jumps, your like Above the Rims. I don't know, they all have like that same vibe. Not necessarily directed by Spike, but like they have all that. Oh snap! Did you do your number fives yet?
That was my number 5. Poetic Justice, mine. That's where you at right now. It's your 5.
Yeah. I just thought of something crazy. Like, I don't know if niggas is gonna we'll get canceled for this. Well, since we got all our shit done, how come we didn't mention no house parties? I told you there's so many. Oh, he's got an opinion. There's so many crazy movies, bro.
I'm a house party fan. I love house parties. I love the class acts. But I wouldn't consider, they are hood classics, but I wouldn't consider them top of the top. Just my opinion. Now, I would do another category, like, we'll think of it, but another category I could put those in. I wouldn't put those in hood because they weren't really hood. It was upper echelon, technically, because they were going to different parties in different parts of the neighborhood. He was dating Sydney, who was a smarter girl from a better neighborhood. They went to college.
Am I wrong to like class act more than the house parties?
No, I can't argue that because I love them all equally. I consider them all one, except house party.
Would you consider Soul Plane a hood classic?
No, Soul Plane should be burned, and it should have never happened. Soul Plane is, in my mind, one of the worst movies. I've seen better acting from a paraplegic. It was the most niggerish shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
They had fucking rims on the plane.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg was a flight attendant, a pilot who was afraid of heights.
You right.
What kind of bullshit?
Do you see John Witherspoon
Fingering a mashed potato.
That was a nasty nigga.
He was nasty. He was blind, so he thought he was messing with somebody. Yes, he was fingering a mashed potato. It was nasty.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of nasty niggas, what about Life?
Life was my shit.
Is that a hood classic?
Life is a hood classic.
Well, we gotta define hood classics, because like, is hood classics like, do they have to be like movies that are the setting in the hood, or can they just be classic movies that are praised in the hood, or do they have to be both?
My opinion, what a hood classic is a struggle. Anything that has struggle in it. The life had struggle. Boys in the Hood had struggle. Juice had struggle. Them are all struggle movies. That's what makes it a hood classic to me. My opinion.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I left a lot off my list that I could have went in on. But
give some honorable mentions.
I would have to say South Central. I would like to say The Wood, but there was no struggle in The Wood technically. It was just some horny teenagers.
Got you.
I would also say, New Jersey.
I was going to say Lean on Me. Does that count?
Lean on Me. It was a struggle. There was a struggle in that movie. You said you smoke crack, don't you? Like, it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on in that movie.
So, hold on. I got something for you. Let's see if these bastards. If these ain't hood classics to you, I don't know what it is. What about Jackson 5 American Dream?
Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm about to log out. I'm about to log out, man.
That was hella struggle.
You a wild boy.
What about the Temptations movie?
Yes. Like the 5 Heartbeats. That was also struggle.
Now that's gotta be.
I've got nothing but love for you,
listen.
baby.
Bro, listen, bro. For a movie to make you think, bro, the fact that niggas was looking up the 5 Heartbeats and realizing that they're not real.
Nope.
They're not a real ass. I was, bro. You know, man, I was playing on 102 Jams, Michael Bay's this for decades.
Ain't nobody come here to sing. You sing Otis. I agree.
That ain't hood classics to you, bro.
That is a hood classic.
Well, what about the other ones? Temptations, come on, American Dream, bro. Come on.
It was a struggle story. I'll give you that. It hurts me. It hurts me, but I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Joe Jackson looked like a cartoon character to me in real life.
Oh, you're right.
That guy looked as scary as hell.
But don't. Yeah, I know you know the Flex joint. Remember the one, the VH1 joint with Flex?
I mean, that was so disrespectful.
That was hella disrespectful.
He looked like he had alopecia. Like he had the Villa Lago. I'm about to say alopecia. He looked like Villa Lago. Like he looked at ashy the whole time he was on screen.
That nigga looked special.
He did. It was weird.
Oh shit.
Big Karen energy. It was weird.
Oh, what about your Thin Lines, Booty Calls?
Oh, hood classics. Hood classics, but there's different genres because those are feel good hood classics. You don't feel good watching Juice. You don't feel good watching Boys in the Hood.
No, you're right. What about? Because I love this movie. What about Money Talks? What about Money Talks?
I don't know. Because was that a hood classic?
For me, it was. You're the first. You're the last. This nigga was hustling niggas in the car.
I'm Frankie Lyman Jr.
Niggas in the car wash. You know what I'm saying? Victim on. Bro, come on, man. He finessed the whole Italian mob.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? What are my diamonds?
Yeah,
you know what Money Talks was though. You know what Money Talks was? It was the Rush Hour prototype.
It definitely was. I never thought about that.
It was the Rush Hour prototype. Even like there's music in Money Talks that's in Rush Hour. And it's literally the Rush Hour and Money Talks is literally the same plot.
I didn't think about that.
It's literally the same plot.
He's sitting in jail with Faison Love. How he grab you? Grab you like this? Hey man, where your shirt at?
Hey, he said, yeah. What the fuck wrong with you, man? I like Money Talks, man. That's
Yeah, them honorable mentions. I like I said, it's gonna be some left off the list, but them are personally my top 5.
got you. Well,
That's all you got.
My top 5. I think those are pretty solid.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run through mine one more time. You run through yours. All right. Again, I had Juice, Boys in the Hood, Men's Society, Belly, and Poetic Justice. What you got?
I had holy shit if I can remember. I had New Jack City, Paid in Full, Friday, Training Day, and Do the Right Thing.
All right. Well, if anybody else out there has any different lists, and we missed anything that you thought should be up on the list, hit us down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Again, I go by the name of J-Dub the Dude.
I am your boy Von Doom.
And this is Hear Me Out. Thanks for pulling up on us.